Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner. It's season 2, it's episode 6, and it's your two favorite people in the whole wide world, Ben Chapman and Joshua Naya.
We're back
We are
again.
back. Of course we are.
The 1 week after we were no, 2 weeks.
One.
2 weeks. Only one?
Yeah, only one.
That's how long it's been since I've spoken to you. I've missed you, man. It
I
feels like
missed
a
you
year.
too. I know, I don't even talk to you.
Psych! You pussy.
Oh,
Flipping bitch.
oh,
I didn't miss you one
oh.
bit.
That's quite sad, you see, guys. I actually missed him, but it's okay.
I spoke to this guy yesterday,
Yeah,
okay? And
yeah,
today.
yeah.
So, cry.
There's no time to miss each other. But you know what there is
No.
time to do? There's time for Newcastle to
Tell
score
me.
8 goals in 90 minutes.
Basically 10 goals. Basically a goal every 10 minutes. It's
Right.
mental.
Right.
We cooked, quite frankly, but we also cooked because they were really bad. So, like, if you actually watch the highlights, like the defending is shambolic from Sheffield. It's a shame we don't have any Sheffield fans that are our friends, because I would love to rinse, but they're the bottom. They're bottom of the table for a reason.
Yep.
They have the worst defensive record in the league for a reason. They have they haven't won a game for a reason, because they're shit. Okay, so 8-0 standard. Just preparing ourselves for Man City next. Okay, nice little confidence boost
Yep.
for when we play City in the Carabao Cup. And then Burnley after that, and then PSG at home. The abuse that Mbappe's gonna get, it's gonna be godly. I can't wait. I want everyone fucking abusing him from the sidelines. I don't care what people say about bad sportsmanship from the fans. Fuck Mbappe. I want Dan Burn to break his leg, then I want Sean Longstaff to break his other leg. I want him off. I want him gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting take. Move the mic a bit closer to your face.
Is that better?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. You can hear my nice, deep,
Okay.
raspy.
This guy.
When I was younger, right? When I was younger, I used to try and make my voice deeper when I voice noted girls. And I swear to God, I used to get compliments from people being like, "Oh my God, your voice is so nice to listen." Because obviously, there's a lot of people here who aren't from England. They like the English accent, right? So I'd make it deeper. So I'd be like, "Yeah, my name's Ben. I'm from Newcastle." And,
You probably still do that now. Why are you saying it like you didn't say it back then? I was like, no, because you'll be like, yeah. Hello.
No.
Yeah.
Stop the cat. But I used to be like,
Anyway.
"Yeah, my name's Ben." So,
Right.
yeah.
Anyway, 8-0, right? 15 shots on target. That's insane. 15. In comparison to their one. You didn't dominate possession, but you don't really need to. You had more. And does that 8-0, does it really change your perspective on things this season? Does it change where your head was at a week, 2 weeks ago when we last talked?
Not really. We still look a little bit like, I know we just won 8-0, but we still don't. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we still don't look there yet.
They must
If
be
that makes sense.
shit.
Yeah, like they were really bad, but like we still don't really look like we don't look like the team that beat Tottenham 6-1, or was it 6-1? Yeah, we don't look like them. But we scored more and kept a clean sheet today. But that was obviously against a way worse team. You know, like it's just like something's still not clicking for us. And Gordon played like amazing today. Almiron, because Barnes actually got injured in the first 10 minutes, so Gordon had to come on. I'm always really excited to see how Barnes plays him, and he's just either just does his job and doesn't score or assist anything, or he went off injured today. Like he's invisible, right now. So he's been brought in to add that extra bit of depth into the
Yeah.
squad. And now, we've got PSG in 2 weeks, and he's out injured. How bad the injury is, we don't know. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's worrying. So, Isaac didn't start, even though I said he'd cook. Well, technically he did when he came on. He scored a nice little goal, fake shotted, sent the defender the wrong way, and then put it top corner, or like past the keeper, whatever it was.
Mm-mm.
I will say, I just think we're not playing our strikers in the way that they need to be played. Like I'm just gagging for Isaac to be played through on goal, like just once or twice. Because when he's in front of goal, I have complete faith he's going to score. Like 1-on-1, I think he's better than Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson might be good at positionally being in the box
Yeah.
at the right points and tapping the ball in, or he's more of a poacher. But Isaac can take a man on, beat him, and score.
Yep.
And if he's 1-on-1 with the keeper, I just believe he's going to score anyways. So I'd love to see him actually just played through, like just once or twice a game, like play that risky pass, because I feel like we do too much of just going left to right, trying to find the ball in from the sides, because obviously
Mm.
we've got good delivery with Trippier on the right hand side, and like we try to get Gordon beating a man and then putting the ball in, but it'd just be nice to see us play through the middle a little bit more, because we've got the pace to do it with Wilson and Isaac. Like they're not like super quick, but they are quick. And also, like, even if Gordon wants to make a run from the wing inside the defender and try and break down the middle, he's got the pace to do it. He's so fast, Anthony Gordon. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
underrated how quick he is. And obviously, Almiron, he scored today, like, fair play, but it wasn't exactly like a great defending. But he made the run through. He made the run through the middle. Bruno played him through and he scored. I want to see that type of play because it's more direct. If we just keep trying to play down the sides, I know it sounds ridiculous, but like it's so like we do it too much at this point. It's like we're scared to play that risky pass through the middle. I
Yeah.
remember watching Brentford. Was it Brentford? No, Brighton. Brighton literally just played one ball through our entire midfield, and it's risky because if you lose possession, you're on the back foot straight away. But if it works, the risk outweighs the reward. The reward outweighs the risk.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
because then you're like 3 or 4 against like 2.
Mm.
And it's just like I just wish we'd play a little bit more risky.
Direct. Yeah.
Yeah, direct. Yeah,
I mean,
but
Eddie Howe's more of a possession-based manager, though, isn't he? So I don't know if
yeah.
he really likes that style at the end of the
If
day.
against teams like City, you can't play like that. Like
Mm.
you're just gonna get battered about. Like that's what happened when we played them earlier on in the season. Like we tried to play possessionally against them, and
Yeah.
they marked us so zonally out at the game. So
True.
and when we tried to play balls through, they swept it up so cleanly. So you need to play on the break against City.
Mm.
So you need to have players like Barnes or Gordon available, with Isaac,
Yeah.
in my opinion, is better. And then have Tonali play something through, like because he can, and then have Bruno play something through. But it's mental to be complaining after that performance, anyways. But that's just like something I've noticed. But
No, it's bigger picture.
good
It's
result. Now we're ninth, I think. So
8th.
maybe eighth. Yeah.
Yeah, we're 9th. Lol.
So
Nice.
cry
Yeah.
L.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Moving
And
on
now
to
you're
Manchester United.
well. You know what? We are 9th. It's not been a good start. Apparently, it's been the first 5 games was like our worst start to a season, and I don't know how long. Someone told me I can't remember, but it's decades basically before the Premier League. Um, it was better yesterday's game. We won 1-0. I think that's okay. I'm not gonna be like, no, it was okay. It was scrappy. They hit the post. They really should have scored. They actually Anana
Twice.
made a good save. No, Anana made the save. They hit the post once.
I'm sure they hit twice.
I don't remember it. I don't remember seeing it twice. I remember they hit the post. Onana made a good save. And shout out to Johnny Evans because
Yeah.
wow, I was
Bro,
I
bro
was
was cooking.
annoyed. I was annoyed when he started. I mean, we had no choice though. Martinez is injured. shot, another injury. But he played well. He scored a goal that was disallowed. Unfortunate. What can you do? But then he was like, frick this. And he took the ball on the halfway line and he played one of the best passes I've seen from us this season to Bruno, who
Yeah,
hits it first time. Beautiful goal into the bottom corner.
it was
Um,
nice.
yeah, it was a good finish, and that was the game. That was the winner. We had chances. I think going forwards, there were so many times where I think two or three times Hoyland either played the pass too slowly or dwelled on the ball. One time he flashed across goal and he wasn't there in time, like one of those quick low crosses.
I saw that. Yeah,
He's getting in the right positions, you know. I like Hoyland, but he's 20. People saying, "Oh, he should be scored." Relax, bro. Like we've said on the pod, 5 goals this season in the league is already decent as a start.
yeah.
We've overpaid obviously for him, but I think in the long term it can pay off. Bruno was good. There's better. He was better. Still not his best. Still not his best, but I think that finish. I want to see him on the ball more. A lot of times we always sacrifice him. Actually, we started Hannibal in the 10, which I think is cool because it's nice to start a youth player. But we put Bruno out wide, so he wasn't really influencing the game as much as he can do. It worked though. I'm not going to complain too much, but it's just something again to consider in the
It's
future. Maybe
interesting that Bruno has saved you again from another disappointing result, right? Like, how often can you rely on players like Bruno and Rashford to pick you out of like not great performances because you weren't playing well. Like, let's be
nah,
honest.
nah.
Like for the first half, you actually played. You were the worst team, to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
honest.
yeah. True.
So against Burnley,
Yeah, bro, it wasn't. It was embarrassing, man. Going into halftime, if we were 0-0, I was ready to explode in our group chat. But because Bruno
yeah,
scored, it relaxed me a bit. It's one of those, man. You can't expect Bruno to score that kind of goal every week. Like you're right, having that
yeah,
kind of thing, or Rashford, scored a solo goal or created I don't know, created a chance by dribbling past three people. We need to have more of a game plan, but it is really difficult now with so many injuries to try and get some rhythm going, some chemistry. Like we started McTominay and Casemiro again, which I didn't think would be here, but here we are. Hannibal's started, which is nice, but again, he didn't start he didn't even play against Bayern Munich. I hope we can start like actually kickstart our season now because we got Palace on Tuesday in the cup and then Palace again on Saturday in the Premier League. These are two games that we have to win. Like if we don't win one of them, there's genuinely feeling that Ten Hag's United career might be in jeopardy. Not because any of us want it to be, but because the board will look at it and panic and probably sack him.
yeah, as they do most of the time.
As they always do, man. It's just really close now. It's margins. Like genuinely, if we drew or lost yesterday, everyone would be thinking differently because the performance was okay. Like if the thing is, if we kept our home form and we won like 3 of our last 5 games, right? Or 4 of our last 5 games, and we go into that game yesterday and we play like that and win, it's like it's okay. It's just a scrappy result. It's not that bad. But in the context, it's still not put anyone at ease. But positives we can take from it. Hannibal looked good. Our midfield looked more cohesive. Casemiro looked good. Finally, it looks like he lost a bit of his fat. He doesn't look like boss man
Yeah,
at the kebab shop anymore. Good to see. Good to see. Regulon was good again, but I think he was ill. Like, he went off clutching his hamstring. If that's another injury, don't don't get no. I'm not gonna get carried
bruh.
away because I genuinely don't know what to say if that's another injury. But good performance from United, and yeah, I'm still not fully convinced. Let's wait and see next week. If we win against Palace, I'll give you more of a constructive feedback. But City won, Liverpool won.
Obviously,
Do we
obviously.
think that there's another title race there between those two?
Johnny Evans has more assists than McAllister.
No, McAllister got an assist today.
Oh, today he got one
Yeah,
today.
literally today.
Oh, bro, that's
Well, they got the
annoying.
same. Well, they got the same. 60 million
Yeah,
free. That's all I'm saying.
he has more. He has more than De Bruyne, unless De Bruyne got one today.
Nah, because De Bruyne's injured. Remember until like next year.
Yeah, but still,
Get an assist from the
still
treatment
technically
table.
accurate.
It's correct.
Um, is there a title race on? I don't know. I feel like, Liverpool look still like I didn't watch the game today, but from the 2 or 3 games I have watched of them this season, they always start really poorly, and you can't really afford to be in a title race and give the first half away every game, you know. And they have like players who have not been in like after a while, Liverpool developed a squad that were used to challenging, and then they won the Premier League, right? So
Yeah.
now you've got a completely new midfield in that team, nearly a new front three. 2 out of the 3 of them are new. How experienced is that team going to be in that final third of the season to try and get points on the board?
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like it's just City's to take again. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's any race going on. Arsenal, no.
No.
Tottenham,
No.
maybe.
Stop.
Maybe,
Stop
maybe
it.
Tottenham. Maybe Tottenham can push for top 3. Maybe,
Mate, the manager's literally from Australia, right? Mate.
mate. I love him. I think he's funny as fuck.
I
To be
think
honest,
he's very down to earth. I think he's cool. And his tactics are good, obviously. He's done some in there. He's made the team work. He's playing Son at the 9, and it's
yeah.
working because him and Madison are he's made a new partnership now.
It seems
But
pretty obvious though, doesn't it? Like you'd think it feels like something you do on FIFA, isn't it?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Madison at Cam,
yeah, yeah.
and then Son up front.
Son with the pace, yeah, and the
Put a
finishing.
Hunter card on him. I don't even know if
I
Hunter
generally
cards still.
don't know. This is the first year we haven't bought FIFA like fresh. It's come out
We're
now,
gonna buy
fresh
it
on.
at Christmas. Like we both know, like it's happening. So
Yeah, probably.
just waiting
Any-
for them bags to come in, and then
and then
inshallah.
with a PS5. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be a race. Like you said, I think it's City, unless there's a major like shock. I don't see City not making it 4 in a row, but I do think Liverpool come second, like I predicted. I said you can't underestimate these guys. But I think they will come second. They look like they're the most equipped to challenge City. They won't, but I think like when they play, it'll be an interesting. It always is. It's always a close game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I always it's but the game today was the same as the games you watched. Except they didn't concede first. They scored first, they conceded, and then they scored 2 in the second half, as usual.
Yeah. Second half merchants, this Liverpool team, honestly.
Yeah.
It's strange. I don't get it.
I
I
don't know
wonder.
either. I don't know either. United had that little period under Solskjaer, and we were like that. We'd just keep coming back, and it gets very mentally draining. By the end of the season, we were struggling to win games. So seeing like you said, at the end of the season, seeing that squad, I don't know if they have the experience to cope. So yeah, as we've been saying, City are going to win the league, which is great,
Obviously, yeah.
which is great. So, but moving on, Arsenal played Tottenham today, 2-2.
Yeah.
Uh, 2 goals.
Tottenham played better. Tottenham played better.
Really
Yeah.
crazy. That's
They only won. They only drew because of an own goal.
yeah, true. I mean, that Saka shot, the keeper would have saved that. The keeper would have saved that.
Yeah.
He has an own goal. The penalty. Was it a penalty?
I actually didn't see it because I
Oh,
clicked off after a while. I was otherwise engaged, to be completely honest with you.
okay.
Um,
I'll get a screenshot for you.
yes. No, I can get it up on the old X. Okay. That's the name,
Yes,
apparently.
that's true.
What? Who got fouled?
It wasn't a foul, it was a handball. It was the
On
same.
who?
So Romero, the same guy who scored the own goal, gave
Right.
away a
What a
penalty.
stinker! I bet his FPL is dreadful.
It's, it's the same guy that handballed against us, but wasn't given for some
Let me
reason.
have a look.
It's
Is
the
this
same.
Romero? Oh, like that? That one?
That's the one against us. That's the one against us. The
Oh,
Arsenal one
flipping
is,
Mark Goldbridge tweeting, man.
of course, because they're like, oh, where's the consistency? Which fair, like, where is the consistency?
It's been disabled by for
Oh my,
copyright on so many of
bruh.
these. Um. Oh, hold on. Here it is. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so obviously a handball.
Mm.
It's
But that's
so a
but
handball.
that
Why
it
is
is
his
a
arm
handball.
like that?
No, it is a
What's
handball.
he doing?
I do agree with that. But again, where's the consistency? Because we've seen things like that
Yeah.
where like they're moving it down and it's not given. That is
Yeah.
a pen. I
I
do think
mean,
it's a pen though.
it's a penalty for sure.
Mm.
You can't, and it's directly in front of the goal as well. That's the thing that people probably aren't thinking about. It's the shots at the goal, and his hand is blocking it from going in. Like, it's definitely a penalty, and it could have been a card, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he did get booked, but I'm not too sure because it happened really quickly. So it's
That reminds me of when I think it was Stephen Taylor or Ryan Taylor like dived to stop a
no,
ball
but
from
that's
going in,
different because he
and then he put his hands on his face like he'd been injured.
That's so funny. That was so funny. Yeah,
Ryan Taylor.
bro. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was a handball. Do you think then? So Arsenal Spurs draw. Do you think Spurs deserve to win? Do you think the gulf is closing? Do you think Tottenham are already what
Yeah.
1 month into the season catching up?
Yeah, I think Tottenham. I said at the beginning of the season Tottenham were going to cook. Ange Ball is here. It's weird, isn't it? Because he's come from like a league that you'd think, wow, like. But then again, like Ten Hag came from like you
Dutch
wouldn't
league.
call it a
Yeah,
shit league, but you know it's definitely not
not
like a
top
top
five.
league.
Yeah,
No, but they've both come from leagues out of the top five, and they're not well. Ten Hag's not cooking
ooh,
right now,
you always said Ten
but
Hag's cooking.
last year he cooked. You
Yeah, yeah,
know, he cooked a fair bit. Two finals, one trophy, third place.
yeah, yeah. True.
Not bad. And now Ange this season, you're looking at him and you think like, wow, he's playing really nice football in a team that was just shocking. Like last
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
just so bad.
That's
Had no
true.
identity in the way that they played. Looked terrible. Lost their best player as well, their club hero, and now they're playing better. And it's not because Harry Kane's gone before anybody says that. It's because they're finally being utilised by a manager who's competent. Um,
Yeah,
so, and obviously the addition of James Maddison helps.
it's true.
You know,
So
he's a good player.
here's the
Um,
question for you then. Do
tell me,
Tottenham do
ask me two
Tottenham
questions.
I'll ask you this one first. Does Tottenham finish above Arsenal come the end of the season?
Yes,
Why? How? Really? That's three
yeah.
questions, but why?
How and why?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, yeah.
explain. So, honestly, I think Arteta is very overrated. I think he's very overrated. He came, what was he, eighth
Yeah.
in his first season.
Mm.
He was like seventh in his second season, and then he came. He had I can't remember what his
You
third
got
season was.
fifth. You got fifth.
Fifth,
Yeah.
and then he okay, yeah, good season last season. They looked really good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I I I I looked at their squad today. I can't remember who they played in the middle. I was like, you're playing him? Like I
Vieira.
can't remember who it was. Vieira, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was looking at him. I was like, why is he starting again in the derby? And I just think like you've been gassed, and obviously, like you're gonna see on social media, you're gonna see him getting gassed up by Arsenal supporters. That's just
Yeah.
how it is. But then it starts to leak, and you start to think like, oh, maybe he is actually pretty good. But he's just not. Like he's
Mm.
done well. Like he had one good season. I just don't think he's gonna have that good of a season again. And I think I'd love for Tottenham to finish above them because they need like does nobody else feel sorry for Tottenham fans? Because I do. I genuinely feel sorry for them sometimes and be like, wow, you just get beaten to the curb. And Arsenal fans have the fucking privilege of getting second place last season. Like waffling about title charges and Champions League charges this year. Shut up, you inbreds. What are you talking about? I would just love for Tottenham to like finish like a place or two above them. That'd be so satisfying. Just pipe down, innit? Just
Yeah. Nah, I back that. I back this. I don't think there's anyone with Tottenham fans. I just think the club's annoying. When Newcastle finally go and try to buy a Tottenham player, you will start to hate the club because you see how hard it is to negotiate with them.
we
Like
literally
what?
bought. We didn't buy Trippier from them, but he was
Yeah.
Danny Rose, bruh,
Oh my
Danny
days.
Rose,
Nah, you see, when you go with, I don't know who you
David
would buy in the
Sissoko.
future, but if you try, I don't know, get Son or something, probably not. But like, they're gonna be like, yep, £300 million, or he's not going. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, the owners are a little bit stinky.
Exactly. Good take though. That's the social clip.
Yeah, brilliant.
Set you up with that. Chelsea lost.
Ha ha ha.
Mate, at home.
What that?
Charlie
Charlie,
didn't
you
even
stink.
go.
The
He
team
didn't even go
sucks.
to the game. He sold his ticket. Didn't even go.
What? You sold it beforehand? Why?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, his brother's friend or something, but he didn't even go to the game.
What a penis Charlie is, man. Honestly.
Bro, this guy is genuinely so out of love with football. Like, to be fair, I don't blame him. It's
As he should be.
how much of the club spent, and you're losing 1-0 at home to Ollie Watkins.
Bro. Let's not lie now. Ollie Watkins is not a bad striker.
No, it's
He's not bad.
fine. It's
He's
fine.
probably top 5 in the league.
Maybe, probably. I rate him. I rate him,
Because there's
but
not many actual out and out number 9s in the league that you would put above him, really.
yeah, I rate him. I think he's a good player, but I don't know if you saw the goal, but the manner of the goal was stupid.
I didn't see it,
So
no.
he shot from an acute angle, the defender blocked it, and then he's like almost in line with the byline, and he shoots again, and it goes under Sanchez's legs.
Oh, bruh.
It was bad. It was so bad, and you have to remember how much have they spent. And now Nicholas Jackson is suspended
For dissent.
five,
That's so
yeah, five
funny.
yellow cards for dissent. Before it's even
My dark horse. My dark
mate.
horse of the
Did he
season.
score? He scored one goal, I think. So he scored
Yeah,
as much as
he
he's
scored
got
one.
suspensions. Good job.
Mm. Already more than Richarlison last season. So, well, all the same, sorry, I should say.
Yeah,
So he's on
mate,
a better run.
crazy man. Chelsea are in the gutter. Like they just what is they can't attack, they can't defend. The only player there that's good is Enzo Fernandez. It's the same thing every single week. They just lose or drop points to clubs that they shouldn't be. They just keep going over and over and over again.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do
They should spend one
with a
billion
club
pounds.
like that?
Oh wait, they already did.
Oh,
Oh. See,
interesting.
this is exactly what we said was going to happen. You've given all these players 75-year contracts so you can pay the money over the duration. And now the players are losing their value every single game.
Mhm.
So when you want to sell them,
What's going to happen to Chelsea in the future? Because we're looking at the beginning of possibly the end of the club.
it genuinely could be. They genuinely could be financially screwed. Like these players, if they
Honestly,
all are that crap, they will lose their value and you can sell them for nothing. And then you're in a
and
lot of debt.
you're in so much debt, and then how do you financially recover from that? Because you're nowhere near as big of a draw as you were in the early 2000s to like the 2010s. You know, you're not
Mm-mm.
that draw anymore. So your ticket sales maybe are just as high, but your shirt sales won't be as high.
Mm.
I can guarantee that. The revenue that's coming in is not going to be as high as it has been in the past. So you're losing money there as well. So
Yep.
money's being lost all over the place. Where is it going to come from? Going to get bought by a Saudi prince? Possibly. Who
Maybe.
knows? You never know.
Maybe that's the thing. You see, Chelsea have always played crappy football, but they used to win. They used to play crappy football and
Yeah.
win. Now you're playing crappy football and you're losing every week.
But even then, like, even if a Saudi prince does get bought, it's not about that because it's not about how much money you
Mm.
spend.
Mm.
Very clearly, look at them. They're shit. Okay? Like, it's not about how much money gets spent. And I hate when football fans talk about, like, oh, yeah, well, Chelsea have spent this much, City spent this much, United spent this much, Newcastle spent this much. That's why they're at the top. Yeah, spending money helps, but it's about the way the club is run,
Yeah,
first of all.
correct.
That's why United can spend all that money and still not, push for a title. That's why Newcastle have, they've spent a fair bit of money, but it's more about how the club's run, really. Look
Yeah.
at City. City bought Alvarez. I'd never heard of flipping Alvarez before he played for
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
Like, there's some players that they've signed. Like, he was like De Bruyne again, Chelsea reject, and he signed him, and he's become the best midfielder in the world. Like, it's not because they're spending loads of money, which they are doing. They are spending a lot of money, right? Fair play. Not as much as other clubs though, and they still have more success because it's about the way that the club is run and
That's
how it's
true.
managed, and the manager, obviously. So I hate that argument of it being like, oh, it's all money. It's not all
Yeah,
money.
you need a
Mark
plan.
Goldbridge. Okay, it's not all money. You prick.
Yeah, if you could have all the money in the world, but if you have no plan to spend it, you see United on a smaller, yeah, I'm gonna say a smaller scale to Chelsea. There's no plan. One season, we buy Fellaini. The next season, we buy Daly, Blind, and
Liner.
Herrera. The next
Yeah.
season, Di Maria? Oh, Di Maria was the previous year, but you're buying different players every year. Finally, we have a
Yeah.
little bit of cohesion this year and a plan this year and last year. But now the players are all injured.
Mm.
So we don't know if the plan's working or not. We'll give it time, but Chelsea, it just seems they didn't sign Madison because they had a rule that you couldn't sign anyone over the age of 25. Madison's 26.
It's like, when will it end? Honestly,
Do you know how
what
stupid
kind of
that is?
what kind of rule is that? Who came up with that rule?
Todd Bowley was like, "Hey man, let's
Jimmy
not
Savile
sign
didn't
any."
want anyone over a certain age.
Bro, it's
Freaky bloke.
it's so weird, but it explains why they bought a bunch of young, like promising youngsters. Some we don't even know who they are. Makes sense
I'm
now.
telling you, I'm telling you, right? This could be the downfall of Chelsea, and I genuinely thought they were going to cook this year. I've not heard Nkunku's name once. He's injured, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's injured. He signed for what, 60 to 80
60,
million,
yeah,
right?
60, 70 million. Yeah.
Uh, they got some money for Havertz. Brilliant. I bet he plays way better at Arsenal than he did at Chelsea. They signed Moises Caicedo, who I said from the beginning was a shit purchase. You shouldn't buy him. He's not good. And he's been dreadful for Chelsea. He's been like really, really bad. He's like not. He had one decent game, and he's looked really bad ever since. Enzo Fernandez, I just like he's all right, but how much have you spent on him? Like a ridiculous amount
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
buy a player that is pretty much playing at bang average level. Who else? Flipping Nicholas Jackson. Honestly, never heard of him.
Let him
To
cook.
be quite honest, my dark horse. I've never heard of him. I only really said that he was going to cook because of his name. It sounds funny. Nicholas Jackson. Are you serious? And who else did they sign?
Sanchez. Who else did they sign? They signed, yeah, Roberto Sanchez
You
in
can't blame
goal.
Sanchez. He's
Nah,
not been terrible.
they signed Malo Gusto, who got sent off
Who
today.
the fuck is that? Who is that? How old is he?
He's like 20, 21. I think he's quite young.
Who are the Chelsea scouts? Who are they?
I don't know.
That fat bald guy in the Mike Ashley era of Newcastle. What was his name?
I don't know.
I forget his name now. But it's like he's gone to Chelsea and just started. Like he used to sign all the French players who were shocking. Now it's just signing.
Oh, that
Now
was
it's just signing like South American and like all these players from the middle of nowhere and Spain.
to be fair,
Like,
Malo Gusto was from Ligon. He was at Lyon, I think.
but yeah, but then again, like Nicholas Jackson, La Liga, right?
No, no. Yeah, the league.
So like, who's
I don't
going
know.
with these
Mud,
signings?
obviously
They got
Mudrick,
rid of
because
Lewis Hall, who's like an
no,
18-year-old.
they signed Lewis Hall.
No, but they've sent him to us. We haven't.
Oh, sorry, they signed what's his face from City, Palmer. Yeah,
Oh,
my bad.
Palmer
Yeah, my
for
bad.
40 million. 40 million. He's done nothing. He's just his name sounds kind of cool, and he's English and tall and played for City. City know he's a dud, right? That's why they've got rid of him. Honestly, if he was good, City would have kept him. Let's be fucking realistic now. Honestly. And they gave us Lewis Hall on loan with option to but with expectation to buy at the end of the season, which we 100% will do because we need the extra man.
Yeah,
We're going to take your best young talent, English young talent, for pennies, really, at the end of this season. It's just like, what are they doing at Chelsea?
I have no
Who's
idea.
letting all these decisions go ahead? Where's Conor Gallagher going to go?
He
Burnley?
starts. He started today.
Yeah. Not for long.
Nah.
Raheem Sterling will end
Stink.
up at
Sterling stink. Crystal
somewhere like
Palace.
Eze's club
Yep,
or
Palace.
like somewhere like Sheffield maybe. Nottingham Forest with
Yeah,
Jesse Lingard.
Forest. Oh, Lingard's gone.
No.
Lingard's in Saudi now.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're paying
He
him
is
to
just
train.
exactly the right kind of player that would go to Saudi, innit?
Yep, makes sense. That
But
was that
yeah,
was a good
that's my little
Chelsea rant.
Chelsea rant over.
That was pretty good. But
Yeah.
moving away from Chelsea and into something that they're not involved in. Well, quick Brighton won. Lol. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah. We
Champions
don't
League.
irrelevant club.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck Brighton. Champions League happened. Did you?
Right.
So you
Yes.
drew at the San Siro. You kept a clean sheet. What's your quick recap on that?
Quick take on the old Champions League. It's just casual for us now, really, innit? Walk over into Milan, just say hello to the locals. You know, yeah, just get a quick little draw against your team when they're playing at their complete best, have all their starters playing. Leao, bum, did nothing. Their right winger, bum, Dan Burn pocketed him all game. Just, you know, that was them at their best. They could not have had a better game, and we played quite bad, like quite terrible going forward, actually.
Hmm.
And you know, our defense is good because that's how we have been for the last season and a half. We had a very good defense. They had so many shots. They had 20-something shots, and Nick Pope was in action the whole game. But they were putting it straight to his fucking hands, to be honest with you. Like I don't know what they were doing. They had all the chances in the world, and they could not get a shot like in a good point, like at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Now they have to come to St James's Park, right? And I don't think people actually realise the level of atmosphere that the San Siro is like. It was a good atmosphere, right? But honestly, the Carabao Cup final was a better atmosphere than that. 10 times better atmosphere. I actually really expected more. Had the TV turned up to 20, usually it only goes up to 15 because it
Wow.
gets really loud. I'm
Yeah.
not even joking. This was a real thing. I turned it up to 20 because I couldn't hear the crowd. I'm just saying. And that's what this incredible atmosphere is supposed to be. It was shit. They were shit. The fans were shit. And shout out to that ratty Milan fan who stabbed a Newcastle fan. It's not funny, right? Wearing like a balaclava. What a
We don't
penis.
condone stabbings here. Don't stab anyone, please.
No, if anyone should get stabbed, it should be that guy. Okay, stab him. All right. Just like these
Oh.
ultras in football,
Yeah,
just like it's
they're
just
quite bad.
so. It's the saddest thing in the world doing stuff like that over a game. Like, listen, I have been intoxicated before. I know, calm down. I've been intoxicated
Wow,
before
you're cool,
while
man.
watching sports. I know it's happened. And you start talking to people and you start having little arguments with people, right? And it never ever gets to the point where I feel like, oh, I need to fuck this guy up because because he said something bad about Newcastle. And believe me, it would be possible,
Oh,
okay?
he's
But
got it out again. He's got it out
you
again.
don't do it. You don't do it because it's not a normal thing to do over a game of football. Like what okay, even if it was like some random little team in like the Netherlands who'd made it to the Champions League, or like some Eastern European team where they get like a little bit rowdy, right? And they want to prove a point, so they come and try and act like all
Yeah, yeah.
crazy with the balaclavas and the flares and stuff like that. Even if it was like them, it's still wrong, right? But you're AC Milan. You were in the Champions League semi-final last year. Like, what kind of point do you feel like you need to prove to Newcastle fans? Like, your ultras just make your ultras drag you down in like how much a team can be respected. Like nobody respects stabbings over football. Like
That's true.
that is not cool. It's cringe.
Yeah,
Okay, stabbing over football is cringe.
he's spoken. The second best 75 kilogram fighter in the UAE in Muay Thai has spoken.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
it's cringe, guys. Stop it.
All right.
Okay.
Good PSA.
Yeah,
Back to the football. So they got 8
yeah,
shots on target, 11 shots off target, 7 shots blocked. You only had 1 shot on target, which was the long staff chance. Did you almost uh
yes,
something?
yeah.
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah,
Because what did we say before the game? I said
yeah.
Longstaff, Jacob Murphy, or Dan Burn to score, right? And Murphy started, which I was like, okay, it's
He was
happening.
gassed
But
at the
bro, did you
anthem.
see him as the camera went past him and the Champions League anthem was going on? He was just smiling, like, oh, I just love that for him. But yeah, he put a really good shot on. It was a good save, but he put it like tried to put it top left.
Yeah,
But if like we could have played so much better than that, but that was them at their best, and they still couldn't beat us. Now try and come over to Newcastle and play like that. It's
they
not going to be
won't.
the same
They
story.
won't. Liao
They
messed
will
up,
try and
man. Liao had that
yeah,
chance where he like glanced
bro.
past everyone and then he tried to backheel it.
What? Okay, so that's the only time in the game where I was like, oh wow, okay, that is a piece of quality right there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, after he beat the first guy, I was like, okay, well, he's going to get tackled in the box. Oh, he's beat him. Okay, well, now he's on his weak foot. Now he should be able to. Okay, so he's beat him. Now he's on goal. Come on, Pope, save it. Oh, he's backheeled it.
He like fell over himself.
He's kicked the ball at his own foot. Like, what's he
He
doing?
got way too in his head, man. Like that's
Bro thought he was ASM. That's who he thought he was. Liao is a wannabe ASM. You heard it right here. No,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Just like
That's crazy.
Charlie. Just like
I
Charlie.
can't
But
even say that.
don't rate Leo.
Yeah, but Raheem Sterling on the other hand, really good.
Bruh. Anyway, that was a good result for you. I think going into now your next game, which will be at home, I think.
PSG at home.
PSG at home next week.
That's what I'm
So
saying. I want Mbappe's legs snapped
he's
in
gonna be
two.
against Trippier, man. Trippier's gonna be
Yeah, I
dead.
know. But also like Trippier, they'll have cover for Shah will come a little bit
Yeah,
deeper behind Trippier because he knows, and Shah's not that fast, but he'll sit a little bit
true.
deeper because he knows if Trippier gets beat, he can sweep behind them.
That's true.
But
We'll cover that in depth next week
we'll
because you're
cover it.
playing
We'll cover
after
it.
that.
We'll play on a Tuesday or something.
Yep, it's on the yeah. I went off it now, but you are playing week after next. But now moving on to our Champions League game. If you look at it at first glance, 4-3, you're like, wow, this is a really entertaining, close game. Was it? No, it was. Did you watch?
No, I was training.
Wow, what a guy. Did you watch the
So
highlights?
yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, 4-3. We. I generally have to remind myself of the game. Every time we lose, kind of erase it from my memory. Okay, so Sane. Oh, okay. So Sane scores. It
Yeah.
goes underneath Onana. He's made a howler. An
What
absolute.
is he doing?
What is he doing? I don't know what he's thinking there. No deflection or anything. It's just at the middle of the goal and it
It's the
goes in.
easiest save in the world.
Genuinely, it's a keeper's dream that he generally could have kneeled down and probably picked it up,
Yeah,
controlled it with his foot, but for some reason the pressure got to him. It's gone in.
yeah. At least he admitted it at the end of the game. He was like, "Yeah, it's my fault. We lost that
Yeah,
game."
he called the
Fair play.
interview. He called the guy over and was like, "I want to do an interview right now," which I respect. Someone who's owning
Yeah,
up to it.
I respect it, but also
Just don't do it.
like just don't do it in the first
Yeah.
place, mate.
No,
Like
it's
it's
true.
all well and good being like a man and being like, "Yeah, it was my mistake." No, I want the interview. But like again, like that only means so much after a while. Like yeah, you look so cool, but you lost. So
It's just something I like. I like it when a player's had a bad game and they're like, "Yeah, I will do the interview." But the thing is, he's actually backed it up. I mean, it's just Burnley, but he played well against Burnley. So now he's got to play well in the next few games, coming up to the next Champions League game, Galatasaray at home. So he's if he backs it up, I think that's fine. But anyway,
Galatasaray. Interesting.
Bayern scores 4 minutes later, which is great, and then I'm like, okay, they're gonna score like 5. Wasn't far off. We get to halftime. Højlund scores early in the second half. Good. I mean, finish is okay.
Deflection.
Deflection. His first goal though, important for him.
Good
Huge.
Champions League goal for him.
Yeah, dub. And then we give away a penalty, which was 5 minutes
Standard.
later. 4 minutes later.
Yeah.
Probably is a handball. His hand's here. I mean, it hits it. He's
Yeah,
bringing it
it's a
down.
fucking handball.
Hits his
It's a
hand.
handball.
It's a pen. Obviously, as soon as Kane steps up, he scored. Every English person in the world was watching that saying, why couldn't he do that against France? I
Yes.
literally 3
We
people.
will.
I've spoken to 3 people. They all said the same thing. Non-United fans, but they're like, why couldn't he do that against France? But Casemiro scores late, and there's some hope. And then they score 4 minutes later. So, and then we score 1 minute
Yeah.
later or 2 minutes later. And
Casemiro scored.
Casemiro twice. Yeah, Casemiro with
Yeah.
2 goals. Too late, but I think for goal difference sake, it's okay. Losing by if you told me at the beginning, because I predicted us to lose 2-1, I was like, if you told me, yeah, we'll lose at the Allianz by 1 goal, I'll take it. But what worried me the most was the performance. It's the fact that our midfield was still open. It's the fact that whenever they go down the wing and they want to cut it back to the edge of the box, no one's there. Still, even against Burnley yesterday, still, it was the same issue that you cut it back to the edge and no one is there. How this is schoolboy stuff. We were doing this in WSO. You have someone on the edge of the
Tell him.
box to get rid of
Tell
it,
him.
and you can't.
Tell
You
him about
can't
the WSO days.
you can't keep getting away with this. You can't, McTominay. Stop it. He came on in the 60th minute. There was a clip of him in the 70th minute jogging back when Bayern were on the counter attack. The referee
Yeah.
ran past him. Couldn't believe it.
Jeez.
And he's supposed to be the Man United player. Is he?
What's
Is he really?
what's going on with him for Scotland? Because he's really good for Scotland, but for you guys, he's
Mate,
dog
you know
water.
what? He should just leave and just play for Scotland, or go and play for Rangers or something. Because I think that works for him.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah, that'd
think
be
they play
good.
him in the more attacking role. Here
Yeah.
we've got Bruno Fernandes, which, with respect, Scott McTominay, fuck off, right? I don't want you there.
Stand down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he played better against Burnley, but against Bayern it was a disgrace. Because we started with I don't think he started. Yeah, he didn't. But we started with Eriksen. That's a mistake. And then Pellistri played well, I think. Bruno was quiet. Rashford, I don't know what's going on with Rashford. Like, he looks sharp, but his decision making's a bit off right now. He got the assist for Højlund's goal. Still need to see more from him. Reguilon, our best player again, I would say. Once again, Reguilon, his energy and everything. He
I,
hasn't been infected by the United virus just yet. Um, he's had a good
it'll happen.
start. Oh yeah, it will happen. I don't want to get him on a. I'm not going to jump the gun and say, yeah, let's sign him permanently because I don't want him permanently. But
Yeah.
he's doing his job right now. Casemiro, I just want to say, had a horrible, shocking game that game. He scored 2 goals, yes, but oh my, that is not the same player I saw last season. It's good that he played well against Burnley because I was ready to come on today and just absolutely rant about him for like 10 minutes. So he's still
Yeah.
there. He's still alive. He needs to regain his form quick. But against Bayern, he was shocking. He was getting killed by Kimmich and Musiala, bro. Musiala. He's on Bellingham's level. He's that talented, man. Like,
Jeez.
yeah, I mean,
On Bellingham's level. I don't
and
even rate Bellingham, to be honest, but he's actually cooking in the La
no,
Liga.
I mean, he scored the winner for Real Madrid midweek as well. But Musiala actually had the option, England or Germany, and he picked Germany. It's a shame,
Yeah.
but yeah, insane baller. Sane was cooking, obviously. But the thing is, Bayern, either they didn't come out of first gear for some reason, or they're just not that good. Because they were not that good. And we still scored 3 goals. So if they are, I mean, next time we play them, it's the last group game. It's in December. So I doubt anything will be the same between us. But if they come to Old Trafford and play anything like that, we could win. But it's like 3 months away, so I don't know. But yeah, I was actually really angry about that Bayern game, but because we won yesterday, I've calmed a little
Bit of
bit.
dirt in your eye now. That's better.
Oh,
Sorry.
got some dirt
Just
in your
cleaning
eye.
up the camera.
Amrabat came off the bench though against Burnley for 3 minutes, gave away a free kick at the end.
Bruh. Okay.
He was put on a left back, but I'm really excited to see him actually start playing instead of McTominay. So my overall take on United in the last week is, wow, we have a lot of work to do, but finally we look like we're going in the right direction a little bit. We need to beat we need to beat Palace on Tuesday. Speaking of which, on Tuesday and Wednesday, Carabao Cup's back.
Bruh.
You're playing City at St. James's
Yeah.
Park on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So to round off the episode, we'll do these predictions and the Premier League predictions. But what do you think is going to happen on Wednesday at 8 o'clock BST?
Who always cooks when I tell them they're gonna cook?
No one.
Who do I call on? Who I say is gonna cook and he delivers every time?
Who? 50% of the time.
Alexander Isak. I don't know. I actually don't know if we're gonna win or not because they could put out their best
Nah,
team.
I don't think they. I think they're gonna
But
rest their
you've
players.
got to hope that they rest players really.
Rest their play. They're gonna start like an insane team either way. Like
Yeah,
rest, you know.
but I think we could do it at St James's Park. I mean, we're coming off a giant confidence boost of an 8-0. So at St James's Park, you know, confidence up. Carabao Cup. I'm gonna say that.
You
I'm gonna say that we win. I'm gonna say that we win.
by how much?
A goal.
So 2-1, 1-0.
Let's say 2-1 because I doubt we'll keep a clean sheet.
Okay. The thing is with big wins, I want to say is
Actually,
historically.
we've kept a clean sheet in our last 3
No,
games.
no.
We've kept a clean sheet in our
Oh
last 3
my.
games. Listen, I'd like it to happen. How likely it's to happen, I don't know. 2-0.
Oh my.
Don't look at me. I'm ashamed.
Can't believe that. Historically, after big wins, the team that has gone through the big win usually do not have a good game next. That's usually what
Mm.
happens because the players, they get, oh, we're sick, and you go into the next game chilled. You don't train as hard. Hopefully, because it's City, the players do try. Because that day, I will be supporting Newcastle because you get City out of the cup means you get the biggest team out, and then we can face
Yeah.
you in the final again and win. So
Bruh. Okay. I don't even know if we can we face each other in the final or would we face each other in the semis or whatever.
they draw every round, so every round it's
Oh,
random.
okay.
So we'll
I
see.
can tell I don't. Okay.
We're playing Palace at home. We should win. I'm gonna say we win 3-1. We're gonna play a weaker team, but I think that's what we need right now. I think these players that have a point to prove, the younger players coming on, Hannibal, Garnacho will definitely start. Start Hoyland as well. I think that'll be really exciting to watch, and I
Mhm.
don't see why we don't win. Um, but yeah, that's the Carabao Cup predictions. We'll just do our own teams. I'm not doing Salford versus Burnley,
No,
respectfully.
fuck that. We
Um,
don't care.
Premier League games we'll do quickly. Oopsie. Okay. Villa Brighton.
Brighton,
Brighton. Yep. Bournemouth Arsenal. Bournemouth at home.
Ar- Arsenal,
Yeah. Everton Luton. Everton. Surely not.
Luton, Luton.
At Goodison.
First win.
Oh my
First
days.
win. Look,
Nah.
Dicey choke. Dicey choke.
Everton
Watch.
just won. Calvert Lewin's
Yeah,
back. I mean, he's always injured, but he's back now.
Chong to score.
Yeah, I'll back that. If Chong scores, I want Luton to win.
Yeah,
United Palace. I think we'll win
I think United at home.
1-0 at home. I want to say 1-0.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be
2-1.
2-1. This is the thing. I'm scared. I don't know if we beat Palace twice. This is where we are now. I'm generally here
Mm.
thinking, can we beat Crystal Palace twice? Now we will. I think we will. 1-0.
Is it
New?
still Roy? Oh, no. Is it still Roy Hodgson?
Yeah, he's
Bruh.
back. He left. He came
Okay.
back, and he signed a 1-year contract. So
Yeah. Okay.
Newcastle versus Burnley.
At home,
Yeah, home.
a cooking 3-0.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I back that.
Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. 3-0.
I do back that. I think that's fine.
Fucking Burnley. Vincent
Facts.
Company.
But
Nonce.
West Ham versus Sheffield.
West Ham.
Yeah. Wolves City. Wolves at home.
I'm saying draw.
I'll say draw as well. I think the perfect start comes to an end here. I
Yeah,
think that makes sense. The big game of the weekend, though, is Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool
Tottenham.
at home. Tottenham at home.
Tottenham. Tottenham will cook. Adogi to pocket Mo Salah. Oh my god.
Son to
Scenes.
bro, fresh off that Arsenal performance as well. They're gonna go at home, and Liverpool have to go away. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tottenham 3-2. I think it's gonna be a very exciting game.
Watch them cook.
I'm excited for that game. 3-2. Forest Brentford.
Forest.
Fulham, Chelsea. Wait, Forest, Brent? You think Forest? Yeah, actually, Forest will beat Brentford
At
at home.
home.
Yeah. Forest will win. Fulham
Yeah.
versus Chelsea. Surely not. No, surely not.
Away from home.
Yeah, Chelsea's away. Surely not.
1-0. Fulham.
That Chelsea are such a joke, man. It's hilarious.
I can't wink. I just realised I can't wink.
Wait, you can't wink.
I look like a retard. Hold on.
Yeah,
I closed my cheek. It's not my eye. Look. Hold on. Look at my right eye. This eye.
yeah, it's fine.
That works. So my eyes are so small, anyways. So if I just slightly close them or smile, it looks like I'm winking. For future
Nice.
reference
That's
of
for all the females that are
any
listening.
girls watching. Yeah,
Last game, Luton Burnley. That's the most exciting one.
obviously.
I'm saying Burnley win
Burnley.
that. That's their first win
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
That's it right
definitely.
there.
Oh no, draw. Neither of
You
them win.
think?
Yeah,
I don't know about that, Chief.
they'll
I think
scrape. They'll scrape a draw away.
Burnley are good with the ball though. They dominated possession against us. Their style of football is good. I think they're gonna overpower Luton. Luton
Yeah, but
suck.
also Luton aren't that bad. I mean, they're pretty terrible on like going forward, but they do try to go forward more than I was watching like in Man United in the first half. Like at least when they get the ball, they actually fucking press up the field. Yeah, they lose it straight away, but they're still trying. But they're up against who the fuck have Burnley got at centre back and who
I
the
don't
fuck
actually
plays in
know
defence
their
for them?
names.
I have no idea. Like I used to know, but now I have no idea.
Bayer and Al Dakil.
Who in the fuck is that?
Who in the bomber clock is Al Dakil? I don't know,
Yeah.
They brought off Berg. Oh, he's a midfielder. Yeah, I don't know any of their defenders, to be fair. I mean,
Watch.
the centre backs, I mean.
I'm telling you, they're gonna
Alright.
draw.
Well, bold statements from Mr. Chapman to round off the episode.
A few today. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
a few good clips there for me to choose
Yeah.
from for the social clip. But thanks for listening, guys. Thank you for coming again, Ben. I can always rely on you,
Yeah.
After
I am the host. One
that
of
is
the
true.
hosts of this
That is
show.
true.
I should really be showing up.
I do respect that, post 2016. Haven't let me down.
I
Everyone,
have
please
work
like,
in
subscribe.
yeah,
I
work in
yeah, I
8
respect
hours.
that. It's 11 o'clock for you, so I do respect you coming on. For everyone listening, please like, subscribe, comment, follow, leave us a rating, and leave some comments so we can look at them.
Just flipping do it, man.
Just
Like
do it.
why aren't you doing it?
Why
If you
aren't you
don't
doing
do
it?
it, like
Ben will go to your house and beat you up.
you love yeah,
No,
but beat
no,
you up in a way.
no. Wait, what?
You bleep that straight away. No. If you're a guy in a way, but
Oh my
if
days.
it's a female, I'll just address you like, why aren't you, why aren't you commenting and rating?
Thanks.
And then
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We'll catch you next week. A bit. Peace.